save, dang it.
I am.
There we go. Velveeta. So, thus opens rods. Just let me know how to get you in here. That scared me. I thought somebody was shooting at me. But he is shooting at me. Whoa! I still need a person. Stop! You done did it now. You done did it. Oh goodness. Why not all of it? You just made this a solo game.
Yeah. Good luck.
That's even possible? I mean, apparently so.
I didn't even know you could land here.
And just jump.
I'm safe here. I could just wait it out.
Actually, you want to see it?
No. Oh, this is a long fall.
I think we might actually keep ChatGPT. I think you might have nailed it, Jen. Because this cat is way too smart for his own good.
If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
This is a story all about how my life got twisted upside down. I learned to moment to sit right there and tell you how Prince Charles Belair. Relax his games or lay in bed. Nice! Get yourself! Forgot about mechanics! There we go. Alright, whenever we get limit break 2, feel free to hit it.
Got it.
I'm gonna Death Flare 2! Oh, they amped me! Right at the last second, right now, it's about the Death Flare. No one got my Tom because they said so. No one got my Tom. No one got my Tom because they said so. No one got my Tom. What is up, my peoples? Tell me about your lives. Tell me about your triumphs and your struggles. Tell me some good things, Chet. What is that? We are back with part 2 of episode 2 of Alan Wake. Last time, we got to our vacation destination, which is actually the site of a volcanic eruption that sunk the place years ago. Also, apparently I've missed some stuff. Am I able to get over there? So, now, of course, we've discovered that the stuff that Alan has written, even though he doesn't know that he wrote it, is coming true. And we need to figure out what the world's going on so that we can get Alice back from the Darkness Lady. You know, as you do. Because, of course, you know, it's a random lady filled with the essence of darkness itself. Kidnaps your wife. You know, normal Wednesday. But, Georgie, what is upset? How? Oh, just didn't even see him coming out of the bushes. Okay, this is gonna be a great way to start the stream. Computer, I'm dead.
That was as impressive as a crystal golem trying to walk upstairs.
Right. Right. What he said? I gotta get some battery back. Or we can just... Yeah, it works too. Yeah, how's it going, Georgie? What's up, sir? Okay, so we're about to start getting jumped from every possible corner of jumping vector. Behind me.
What the hell?
Okay. So we need to see if we can make our way around and get on the lower side. This doesn't seem to be going lower at all. If anything, it's going higher. My guy. Okay. Where you at? Okay. Oh, wait. Bro? Okay. That wasn't spooky at all. This is gonna be right there as soon as I exit the light. How's this gonna work? Oh, that's how it's gonna work. Easy enough. Computer, clip that.
I clipped the thing.
Okay. A chainsaw. Great.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
That's always when you hear the chainsaw. Okay. Wait, can I convince him to come into the light too? Mount up. Okay, not the thermi I was looking for, but we'll take it. There you are. Figured you were gonna come back. What were you guarding, if anything? Nothing, I suppose. Yeah, Chad, I find it
I
interesting.
had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
What I'm finding interesting, Chad, is I've played this game twice to completion, and the atmosphere still kind of spooks me. Which should go to show how effective it is. Okay. Marked up. Also, you notice you keep hearing the combat song kind of start, but never come back, fully. And there's something trying to spawn in that just isn't. Yeah, it says there's something here. Can I get on the line? No. Okay, where did I see the paint? Okay. It's pointing that way. Am I being a derp face McDerpington? Okay, where is it trying to point us? Yeah, that says that right there. But, oh, up.
Get good, scrub.
Computer,
What?
what do you think I'm attempting to do? You think I just want to stagnate and not do anything? Think I just want to remain as I am? Or do you think I actually just don't want to get good? What is the actual rub, computer? Of this I don't understand. Okay. Picking up a random flare at a checkpoint, which means we're probably about to get jumped. Should probably also stay as far left as we can get, because I think we're down lower where I saw that thermos. Okay. Nice cinematic for him missing anyway. Okay. Not bad. Okay, hopefully that will do it. Okay. It's just a moment of safety. Is there any other bits of ammo. Because we are running the hair low. Oh, okay. Take that. Let's head off to this direction. So still say there's a thermos or something right here. Yeah, I see it. You're so gonna get jumped. Okay. What a crack shot. Oh, you gotta quit. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. Let's have one more quick little check up here before we jump down. Because I thought I saw another flash as well. Let's already got it. Yeah, that led up there. We can't really do anything up there. Yeah, think we're good? What's the word mean? Think? You know how dangerous it is when I think. By the way, chat, I put an announcement in the Discord, but I'll tell y'all here as well. For any of you that have tokens and would like to talk to Sir Sassafras, I have added the ability for him to remember things, at least within a given day. So anytime you interact with him in a given day, if anybody else will come and interact with him as well, he will remember all of the previous interactions and have more of a actual conversation. So, if he says something to you and you're like, nah, dog, you're like so far off, he'll actually remember the thing that he said this time, instead of completely forgetting everything in existence as soon as he's done speaking. So now you can reasonably have a roast off with the bot if you so chose.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Right. Right. I'm kind of wondering if we're gonna have enough time by the end of the month to actually play, Control. Especially with the Alan Wake DLC with it. Because I've never played Control, and I hear it highly recommended a number of times.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Right. Okay, hold on, chat. Let me turn up my sound a little bit. There we are. I should really be using more of these materials that they're giving me. But I think we all know that I'm not. That didn't spook me in the least. Nope. Not me. My boxes are dry. The darkness wears her face. Oh no. Yeah, was that a gravity death or was that a regular death? I think we're all having gravity. Computer, I fell and died.
Why do you even bother trying to fight gravity? It always wins.
It'll always let you down.
Beware of Widowmakers.
Okay. Okay, we'll save the rifle for big boys. The darkness wears her face. What's that? Oh, did I step on some of the floor darkness stuff? Okay, there's gotta be a way to get in through there.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Right? Bruh, let me out. Yeah, we heard. So about to get jumped. I think. Oh, let me get up the... Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side too. Alan was getting covered by the camera. Nope. Don't like it. Not in the least. Okay, so there's nothing that we're missing. No thermite or anything else. Or pages. At least I don't think. Are that two big guys? That's two big guys. Okay. Okay, we need to be very careful with that ammo. Those guys are just gonna rip through any ammo we get, no matter what we use. Okay. Got a checkpoint. Yet, a tree fell in the forest and we saw it. Therefore, it made a sound.
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
Okay. It's time for the bigger gun. Smaller gun. For these guys. Okay. Bruh. Computer, I'm dead. Okay, I'm thinking flare gun on the big guy.
Is a hazardous occupation.
Or at the very least, some flares to get the light down. Or rather, to get the shadow to go away. Okay. That was well worth the resources. Okay, anything up here? Anything at all? Okay, don't think so. They do like to hide some of this stuff rather cleverly. So, best to look.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Yeah, then what if the burbs are smart enough to attack the generator? Also, are we going in the opposite direction of the
I still
campground?
had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Where do y'all suspect Alan is putting all of these toffee modes? Or furnaces? Thermi, I should prefer. Because, He ain't keeping them in his pockets, is he?
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Got that right. But I can open the dumpsters?
I had to find the key to the garage.
Or we could just, jump the door.
I needed the garage key to get to the car.
Okay, Chad. You know what I keep telling y'all? Always check your toilets.
The garage key had to be somewhere nearby.
Just, gaming and hiding things in toilets.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Well, I think Nightingale doesn't like us. Also, where's the toilets? Or the showers? It's just stalls. Oh, it's changing rooms? Dope. Immensely dark, though. Like, darker than dark. Okay, so it says it's in there. So I must have missed something. Hello? No. Derp.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Probably a guy in the stall now.
You can learn about nature and yourself.
Because why wouldn't there be a guy in the stall now? Computer clip that.
I clipped the thing.
Wait, was that the stall that we couldn't get in earlier? I wonder if there's a thermos in there. It was. See, it was in there the whole time. Bro had to take a darkness dump before he tried to murder us. Respectable, I suppose. I wonder... Okay, wait. So there's gotta be stuff hidden in the vehicles that we find and stuff. He's still living. Or whatever he is. Okay. So I'm gonna have to check these extra stuff. Well, we're probably missing pages and stuff. Unless we go through here. Bruh. Okay, never mind. You would think, Chad, for the fact that I've been driving a wheelchair for the past at least 30 years, that I wouldn't be half bad at it, at driving things. But no, I suck at driving games. Or driving mechanics in games. That truck is about to blow up. Haven't we already been here? We have. Yeah, this was the spot where Rusty was. I hope the Puppers is okay. Are we supposed to go a different way? I think this is where we get out. We are definitely going the wrong way. Let's look at the radar, top left. We're absolutely going the wrong way. We found a thermos. It's gotta count for something. At least we'll be well caffeinated before we're dead. Found a page. I don't think I ever found this page.
There was no misunderstanding. Cauldron Lake was where Alice and I had stayed, but there was no cabin and no island. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? What had happened to Alice? I had to get her back. I couldn't face life without her.
Right. What he said? Are we legit just going in all the wrong directions? Cause pretty sure this ain't it either. Radar says we're going the opposite direction. Okay, I figured that was gonna happen. They're staying on the bridge. Well, let's see if we can book it. You know what? No, we can't. Okay. This is gonna keep coming, aren't they? Let's check. Computer, I'm dead. My computer's so insulted, he won't even insult me. Okay.
There was no misunderstanding.
Let's go back. See if we can find a better route. So I guess Bro, what am I hitting? It's not it either. Is it somewhere in here? Some kind of switch I need to flip? Oh, it's up that way. Derp. Okay. If the truck survives, that is. Nope. Okay. Well, we had to lose the truck anyway. That didn't spook me at all. I was thinking I could use the truck lights to my advantage. Let's point them this way. No, they don't stay on either way. Okay. That would have been nice.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Okay, anything else? Pages, they're mine. Nice views that we really can't see because it's too dark and Silent Hilly. Okay, yeah, let's go for this. Bro, what a crack shot. Anyone else? Wait, this was the house we'd already been in. We saw that TV episode. Checkpoint means we're probably really about to be jumped.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Nice, stalling, Alan. Oh. I think we grabbed everything when we were here last. There we go. Oy vey.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
That's no bird. It's a murder. It's bad I can't get in the Jeep here. Darkness controls the taken. Checkpoint reached. You know what? They're giving us the flare gun for a reason. Let's go ahead and use it.
Ow! Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Jeez. Wait, I guess as long as I can see them, they can't really rush me. Right? Seems to be how it's going. So let's just switch back to this, I suppose. I forgot how fraidy cat the birds were. And they're even more afraid of the light than the people.
Ow! Make them go away, please!
There you are.
Only good thing about this goddamn horrible situation is that I'm not the birds. Achoo!
Nice. Next. The whole sequence of, like the birds coming in through the fog just looks actually super real. Even in the original, it was disturbingly realistic looking. Yeah, I forget how many waves of them there are. Okay. And, what does that say?
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
Yeah, how's it going, Anger? What is good, my dude?
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Oof. About to chat out on some Wendy's nice. What'd you get? Tell me you got a tater. Because I have been thoroughly desiring a tater. The specific, the baked tater. And I need to actually keep talking because, we have a copyright song so I
Previously
can
on
press
Alan
enter.
Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner?
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
So much lore dumped in a matter of 30 seconds. Baconator and some nuggies? Spicy nuggies? Regular nuggies?
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Mm-hmm. Regularly can't do the spices? Yeah, neither can I.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
I mean, I can understand being protective. Can see her just standing there.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good. Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it. but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Bits to pass that on the table. What? Oh yeah! There's Barry. Nice. I guess that was some good coffee, huh? Also, Rose had a shrine to us right above her bed. Maybe she was our biggest fan? It's also kind of creepy, though. Maybe a little bit more than kind of creepy.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Rose?
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
That's more than mildly disturbing.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
I think you'll be fine. That's... Barry and Rose can, trauma bond together. It'll be good for the both of them.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Need some more sleep? Bro needs actual coffee and adrenaline and something else.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Good. I don't remember if there was anything I needed to dodge here. Oh.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know, I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, Well, Daddy's my best friend, and, they let me bail today. And now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
Okay. Let's just keep talking till we're out of audio range, because, this is probably gonna get me DMCA pinged. Because I actually did get DMCA pinged for the last stream. I had a moment where I actually said, oh, I wonder if this is gonna get me DMCA dinged, and that was the exact moment that I got DMCA dinged. And so there's gonna be like a 30-ish second section of that stream that's just nothing but silence. Because I had to mute it.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Spillane!
Bro.
What are you? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Language, gentlemen.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Make it easy on us.
Get after it. Don't let him get away. Move it. Let him get away.
I forgot that he went so aggro on us right away. I don't remember if there were pages and such I needed to find here, but they're not giving us much time to do it, are they?
Freeze! Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Where did he go? Man out!
Come on, Doug.
Stop! Where did he go? I lost him. God damn it, where did he go? He slipped away. Keep an eye out.
Let me up. Hey, bro, get up there. I know you're not athletic, but come on, work with me.
He's gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great. We're about to get jumped by, some darkness bros as well. We don't have a flashlight or a gun.
running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
Oof.
The suspect was last sighted running along the gorge that leads westward from the trailer park. All units are advised that the suspect may be armed. Approach with caution. James out.
I'm not armed. I mean, the only arms I've got are the ones attached to me.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Yeah. I do think I'm finding more pages than I did whenever I played the original game. So that's nice. By the way, chat, how's everybody's week coming along? What are y'all working on at present? I've been doing a bit of work on the bot. And, you know, just background maintenance stuff. Made it a bit more tolerant to whenever, the stream dies, I can restart it easier. Mounted? Trying to see what's going on.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
But it seems the monster is actually protecting me. Because it needs me.
Sheriff Breaker, this is Agent Nightingale. I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. The AI part of the bot, Sir Sassafras, now has memory. So if you talk to him, and then talk to him again, he's gonna remember what y'all were talking about. So more consistent sass and roastery. I also updated the model that he's using. So he was using GPT 4.0 or 04. Now he's used 04 Mini, sorry. Now he's using 5 Nano. Oh, great.
Get good, scrub.
That's the plan, computer, thank you. The darkness just killed the helicopter. Bruh. right click. Wait. That was left click. Yeah, they dead. They super dead. Trying to look for any flashies I may have missed. Think I missed a thermos. Anything else? Unless we're heading that way. Oh, another one. Another one.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Oof. So wait. It's a different one? Oh, wait. The radio tower?
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Okay, so I guess that's where we're headed. I don't really recall. All I know is I need a flashlight and a gun. Oh, also, Chad, I've been ignoring my coffee
I
and tea.
imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Get some of that while I can. Una momento, por favor.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Okay, there's the... It's probably the thermos I was looking at.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Okay. You have a flashlight and no gun. I'll be glad when we can get our hands on that big boy flashlight. That little handheld floodlight you get to carry.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
I don't remember this section of the game at all. Okay. Okay.
Get good, scrub.
That's the plan, computer. Thank you.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Alright. Bro is on the case and doing his job. You love to see it. Okay. We'll use the heck out of these flashbangs. Let's just get through here as quick as we can. No gun? Nothing? No extra? Computer, I'm dead. I don't think it actually went off. Computer, I'm dead.
This is why you're maidenless.
Probably. If we're being real. That's definitely why I'm maidenless. Computer, I'm dead.
Is this what you call dodging?
Not quite. Not. Okay. Yeah, that took way too many. We gotta be more careful. Okay. What? I know that there's more in the back of the car. So we just gotta get to it. Nice. Okay, let's just keep going. Bro, I hit the dodge. Computer, I'm dead.
It's not that hard, brother.
And it put us all the way back here. Okay, we're just gonna make it to the other cop car. Okay. Let's get to the chapter. We know we can get more here. There was something over here. Oh, grenade! Nice slow-mo kill. Okay.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Thankfully, it's well lit here. And hopefully he can give us a gun.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
Okay, so let's just keep talking until we can get into the room with him. This is probably all. Hello?
The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Okay, good.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Hold on. Gotta apparently mess up your chair first.
It looks like Mr. Wake is going to need a moment before we can talk, so let me give you a little background while he prepares himself. You've all heard the name, of course. Alan Wake is the author of a very successful series of Alex Casey crime novels. He's changed gears, though. He's now working on a horror story.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa, everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
His hands all cut up now.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Okay. Also, you gotta love how Nightingale keeps using different authors' names.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
As well they should. Mostly humiliation. Here I was hoping we would get a gun. Give me some light, if you please. Okay. So we have a revolver. We picked up shotgun ammo. We don't have a shotgun. Okay, did y'all see a shotgun? 'Cause I don't see a shotgun. Let's go back to the light really quick. Let's let them blow themselves up with the light. Or not. Okay, what's up here first? There you are. Okay, let's hope we can find a stash or something. That would be ideal. We're also going the wrong way. So yeah, here's hoping. This leads us to some kind of stash. I don't remember coming up here at all. I don't even know what's up here. If anything. Oh, the tower? Worth? Even just for the page.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
Dang. Okay, that was worth. Also, it kind of makes me wonder if certain elements of the game shift at all based on the pages you find. Because, I mean, like, it says everything on the pages is gonna happen anyway. So, I wonder if it's like Schrodinger's pages, you know? Do they happen regardless of whether we observe them or not? Really? Can you calm down? And now we're back in the danger zone.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Okay. Ah. Okay, so they'll go out eventually. So Dude. Dang, bro. Computer, I'm dead.
Fine, here's the recipe for success. First, clean a mirror, then apply deodorant, then breathe. It's super obvious.
Right. You got all that yet? Yes, Sir X-Men. Mario Galaxy double packs are out tomorrow on Switch. Nice. So I guess it's both games in one bundle? Give us a resurrection button. Not that right. Okay. Computer, I'm dead. Okay. So let's wait for the lights to go out. Alright. But yeah, how's it going otherwise? Sir X-Men. Are you planning on picking up the Mario Galaxy stuff? Or do you not own a Switch? I can only presume it's gonna be on Switch 2 as well. Wouldn't make sense if it wasn't.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Okay.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Right. Old Barbara probably making her do it.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Yeah, I forgot about the floaty object boys.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
I'm hoping I can find more pages in Thermite. Though I suspect we've already gotten everything we're gonna find. Or did we? Yeah, we did. We just came from here. Or did we? We didn't. Okay. I'm about to say, I'm hearing stuff that's not me. Okay. Let's try that again. What's Sir Axeman? What have you been working on this week, sir? What's been up? Okay, follow. Oh yeah, this is where we're gonna start getting our first pipes and stuff kind of jumping at us. Game.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Yeah. Okay. So you can... Okay. Okay, I kind of cornered myself. That was my fault. Computer, I'm dead.
Durbum would have beaten this already, come on.
Probably. I should reach out to my boy. I haven't talked to him in quite some time.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Okay. I was gonna go back to... Okay. Jeez. Yeah, I think that's all the flying stuff that's gonna come at us. Nice. That one had a chance of actually getting through that. Yeah, okay, good, checkpoint. Didn't want to do all that again. Okay, found ourselves a page.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Good. Let's check the other side as well for more pages. If any. Okay. Chad, does anybody remember how many episodes there are in this game? Because I don't.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Well, Gib. Yes. Okay, got ourselves a better flashlight. We take those. Still not the, big heavy-duty floodlight that I wanted, but we take them. Yeah. Georgie, what does that say? How is all the things? Been playing a town to city? What is that? Is that kind of like a Sim City kind of builder?
Did you call 911?
No. Did you? Okay. Alright. Let's keep it moving. A voxel-style city builder with an insane level of customization. Bro, I was trying to switch things and it wasn't letting me dodge. Computer, I'm dead. Even my computer is ashamed of me. Bro, you gotta quit. I gotta quit. Computer, I'm dead.
Bruh.
Bruh, indeed. Gridless too, so much more natural. But if you wanted to have a grid, could you have a grid? Or at least some kind of like snapping mechanism? Because not being able to snap would drive me insane. Amount of detail you can pack into one small area. You can take a single flower, zoom right in on it, on a one voxel, and place it. Okay, so yeah, you can get to however detailed you want. Is there some kind of like objective-based story, anything? Or is it just, you know, a sandbox just to do it? Well,
take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs.
Actually, chat, let me get some white coffee and tea while we watch this.
A family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derlis' trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derlith, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really? Of course, Mr. Derlith. Well, I guess that's the least What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derlith, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glorious. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
Uh-huh. So she was a xenomorph queen.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
I don't remember that. Not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. That. Okay. Okay. Grow the population, I guess. Computer, I'm dead. And let's let them all get a little closer through that. There we are. Bro, I'm gonna be right in front of it. Computer, I'm dead.
Have you tried fighting?
What do you think I'm doing, computer? There. anything else. Right, first try. How many tries was that? That was like 4. Alright. Oh. There's supplies all over the place. I'm finding it interesting, the spots that I'm like, I vividly remember this, and then spots like this, I'm like, I had no memory of living heavy equipment riding its way happy. Nice. Gib. Okay, so we actually get a vehicle segment again.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
Not far, you know, just enough for the camera to fly as the crow.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Got that right. Also, where's my truck? There it is. Oh, wait.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Also true. How fast do you think we can flip the truck? Never mind. I don't suppose we can drive down this way. That's big enough. Jed, I can drive. I've only been driving a wheelchair for at least 30 years. You don't believe me, right? Right? Oh, we can drive this too. Lower time.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass, not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
But first, a little DMCA until I can, get out of earshot of it, not have to worry about that. So I'm just gonna, keep talking until I can get back in my truck, take a nice left, and I think we're taking a right. No, we're not. Nice save. Okay. Oh, can we drive that? Well, we can drive that. We might drive that. Hey, more lore.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything. But what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past. But I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that feel. I met someone that I felt very, very similarly for. And she's married now. Not to me. But, yeah. She's, to me at least, kind of the one that got away. But it's also probably not what the Lord had for me, so you take it for what it is. Well, hold up. Didn't notice that till we were almost past it. Hello. Horror writing.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Wait, is this actually where we're supposed to be? Okay, yeah. Figured it'd be worth coming up here.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Mott? Trying to remember who Mott was. Is that the guy currently holding Alice? Nah, it's okay. Moving on. I think we've reached the point of no return. Or at least the point of no vehicle. While there were some earlier residents in the area, the true genesis of the town of Bright Falls came with the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Company and the opening of the Bright Falls coal mine in 1878. Although the work was hard and dangerous, many immigrants, Germans, Poles, Italians, Finns, and Swedes, among others, worked the mines. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich, but hard to get at, and the volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. Okay. Anything back here? Always check your toilets, Chad. Coal Mine Museum.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Get you off this planet? What happened? Or what didn't happen? Either way. In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. Yeah, Georgie, why do you presently not want to live on this planet?
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Where the hell are you? Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Alright.
Hello? I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
That we do. Check. So...
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
There's a clip of me playing this last time where that exact moment scared the turd nuggets out of me so hard that I was like, geez, right as my mom walked in, and me just proclaiming just, geez, scared my mom because I got scared. And that clip still gets played in the clip reel, and it's great. The NHS, not sure what NHS is. The Geonomics Education Program has published a piece saying marrying your first cousin and incest is okay with only a 4 to 6% chance of defects And it's what? What? This feels like just writing by somebody that wants to marry their first cousin and doesn't want it to be socially weird. Because, that's weird. Does it say who wrote this? Like, the actual individual that wrote this? Oh, Chad, I guess I'd better get some more of my coffee and tea while before I can. Or before I have to chug everything. Actually, it's about time for me to chug everything anyway. Okay, so Chad, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, do my evening break now. So I'll play some clips and some ads. So folks don't get pre-rolls for the remaining hour of the stream. And I'll be right back. Give me 10-ish minutes. Shouldn't take me that long. And I will be back. Hopefully lickety-split. So if I don't see you shortly, Jesus loves you. I love you. Repent and believe in the gospel. Let me know if you ever have questions or would like to have a discussion. I'd be happy to do that. Georgie, feel free to keep explaining, and I'll just keep reading when I can. So, be right back. If you so choose. Potentially bright light. Here we go. Ruin the rest of the series from a gameplay perspective.
I want to feel your hand right now. You are the place.
Yeah, we have Mr. Pib around here. That one's also really good. And I haven't seen Mr. Pib in like years. Unless I've just been missing it. Maybe tomorrow, but probably not. But decent chance on Friday. Y'all stay epic. Y'all have an awesome night. No, you're breathtaking. Thanks for dropping by, man. Always a pleasure. You have a good one. I'm glad they didn't see me do that. Making sure my melee button worked. Y'all stay epic. Y'all have an awesome night. Jesus loves you. I love you. Peace. All day, son. All day. Stick around for raid.
Alexa, tell me a fact about cats.
The random fact about cats happily grin, which is their way of marketing as part of their family group and showing them affection.
Brilliant. Fart? Fart? Are you serious? I just got farted on, and it made me go berserk. That has never happened. I've played this game countless times, and I've never been farted on and gone berserk. Oh my goodness. Every time this happens, it just happens out of nowhere. Thank y'all so much. Y'all look crazy. Thank you. And thank you for the follow. Wait, hold on. Eyes of Ashes. That's also a pretty good name. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for enjoying the stream. Feel free to join us in chat. Alright. Thank you for those bits and ski bits. I really appreciate that. My goodness. And thank you for this sub, Eyes of Ashes. Really appreciate that. Chat, what is happening? Okay. Thank y'all so much. What in the... I'm stuck! I got stuck, and I'm... My bike got stuck. I was trying to back out, and then some guy was just like out of nowhere to the right. What? Wait, what? No, wrong. Hey, that's the one. What is up, my peoples? Tell me about your lives. Wait. Yeah, tell me about your lives. Wait, I feel like I'm messing everything up. Hold on. Everything's messed up. Hold on. Wait, no. What is up, my peoples? Tell me about your lives. Tell me about something good. Tell me something good. What is my intro? Chat. To just walk up to a girl in public and be like, look into my eyes. Are you my number? Or number?
Still alive, old friend.
Well, at least you're not telling me to get good, computer. That's a nice change. Thank you. What? Wait, what? No, wrong. Hey, that's the one. What is up, my peoples? Tell me about your lives. Wait. Yeah, tell me about your lives. Wait, I feel like I'm messing everything up. Hold on. Everything's messed up. Hold on. Wait, no. What is up, my peoples? Tell me about your lives. Tell me about something. What if I'm gonna run into that guy again? Oh. Empress! Oh, just great. Where is he? Okay, I see.
Stay in cover, Shepard.
no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Do the cutter! Didn't work.
Let's move!
Let's see.
You have a grenade, probably.
I don't have time to switch.
Yeah.
Ho ho! Nice!
Whew. So yeah, now you can maybe get some loot from their corpses.
Ah. I'm trying to switch to... Sir! Thank you so much for that raid. Everybody coming from Arctic Bear Stream. Thank you for that follow. Dark Chief. You can move into... Oh jeez. Thank you for that. I keep... Wait. I keep removing TVV, LG, and Orion the Joke, and Darth Jurgen. Everybody coming from...
You know what? It's embarrassing to say this myself, but summoners and their guardians are kind of like Spira's ray of light. A lot of people in Spira depend on us. I learned to practice smiling.
And it's subtitles in it, C8 version! And they called it a Guardian Force. This is the Final Fantasy VIII Quetzalcoatl. Alright y'all, I will be right back really quick so I can do the thing of medical necessity. If I don't do this every now and then I end up getting myself in trouble medically. So I'll be right back in just a few minutes and I will just keep on running to my objective. So yeah, be right back. And then that was a 5-year-old if you're wondering. For these motorbikes. Especially when they're driving me straight to a Jeep. 2 of them. Wait. Oh! Stop! Yes! He didn't even see me coming! Worth it! We need to somehow get him to follow us back here. Oh. So we killed him. In chat for this brave and stupid warrior. I killed 2 people though. Gotta give me something. That's never happened that bad. GG! Channel's not about you. No, Jen, it's not about you. It's about all of us. Why am I still big and staring into your soul? I don't know. But I am. Just take it while you can get it. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm really good at jumping. I've never fallen in any game. Chat, I returned. Deliberate is over. When is at an end? Let's do the things. We're going to Mirror Peak. So, Georgie, the marrying your first cousin thing, they used Henry VIII as an example, saying he broke from Rome in order to divorce Anne Boleyn and marry her cousin. Her cousin, not his cousin. Right, which means it doesn't prove the point. If anything, it goes against your point. Apparently, marrying your first cousin has, quote, many benefits and economic advantages, close quote. Pray tell, what are these, quote, advantages and benefits? Just making sure I didn't miss any pages or thermi. Yeah, there's our page.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Indeed. So, which begs the question, is Barbara herself the darkness? Or is Barbara controlled by the darkness? Because both have been... It's been implied that she's being controlled by the darkness. Oh, jeez. He crept up on me mighty quick. Bro. Not again. Okay, let's let my health come back a bit. Bro, let me... Okay. Let's restock. Come on. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay, so we can't really get to it anymore. Hopefully it can't get to us. It's trying though. You gotta give it a A for effort. I don't even know where it is anymore. There you are. That's at least once you get out of your misery. There you go. Can we not do that for you? Stronger, quote, stronger extended family support systems and economic advantages, close quote is the wording. That just itself got taken down real fast. Don't know 100% what was in it. That is fascinating that it got put up at all. I mean, really? So, if it was taken down, do you think it was somebody, like, compromised their website? And, is having a bit of a giggle at the government's expense? Okay. Gary posted it. Initially said it was all factual and correct. And he doesn't understand why it was taken down. Who's the guy? What's his name? Professor Audie. Really? It feels like we're getting trolled.
What the hell?
Another tree fell in the forest and we saw it. Therefore, it made a sound. Oh, I kind of remember this. The vehicle. Okay, hopefully we get a checkpoint.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Good. Checkpoint. I'd be curious if you could find anything else this Professor Hottie has written. You know, and if the other things he's written is also rather nonsensical as this. Focuses on a certain city in England with very high proportion of foreign nationalities. Said city is also on record as having the, quote, highest, most severe cases of birth defects due to cousin marriages and children, which I mean, natural, right? Natural and logical, right? Okay. Chad, you ever been so mad you checked the dumpster? Apparently the darkness has. The darkness has got some severe anger issues. Bro? Can I get back in the car? Computer, I'm dead.
It's not that hard, brother.
You do it! Talking about 61% of first cousins and marriages in that city alone, compared with less than 1% of native British. So why is this particular city so high with it? Why is it so prevalent? Okay. Okay, hopefully they're right in front of me. The vehicle is about to stop working. Anybody else? Ah. Okay, let's see if we can get out of here. Good. Checkpoint. But like, because of all of this data, wouldn't that city be used as the example of why it's a terrible idea?
Don't forget your lunchbox.
One more time. Look at me actually using my resources. You'd think that it's not how it works anymore. Using that city, it's a good idea to everyone else. The whole thing's upside down. It is. The Bible talks about that too. The Bible actually talks about whenever people start calling good bad and bad good. And that's when you're pretty messed up. Okay, that was way closer than it had any right to be. But yeah, it sounds to me there's a whole lot of people needing to repent and believe in the gospel. Goodness. Because, upside down is right. Upside down is definitely the right term to use. I say it both seriously and trollingly. Y'all need Jesus. Especially the folks doing all this nonsense.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Checkpoint. You ready? Oh goodness. Jack, not only did a tree fall in the forest and we saw it, therefore it made a sound, it almost fell on us. Computer, clip that.
I clipped the thing.
Yeah, agreed.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Nope. Nope. Somebody knew what was up. Hmm. Well, okay. I don't want to be stepping in none of this. It's hilarious because Darwin had married his first cousin. Oof. Oof. Really weakens his arguments a bit, doesn't it? Can't make this up. Yep. It's actually something that Arthur Conan Doyle brings up in one of the Sherlock stories. Holmes is reading a newspaper, and it's some kind of fantastical, just odd story. I shouldn't say fantastical. It was just a bizarre story. And he reads it to Watson. And Holmes is literally like, you can't make this stuff up. The reality is so much more bizarre than the fiction that we can produce. Bro, y'all are crack shots. Good night. Okay. That's why they left him there. If you remember correctly, Queen Victoria also married her first cousin. Okay, what is it with Kel and wanting to do that? Like, there's memes, I guess, you know, that happens, you know, like in Alabama here, or Georgia, whichever. But it's like, you don't see that as a normal thing here. Like, people are rather repulsed by it. Unless, like you say, you go, like, deep south.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Uh-huh. I love how Nightingale is just trying to sound alright. Even though he's probably never read any of the people that he's mentioned thus far. Weird people. I mean, if it's getting on a national level, like what it sounds like. Georgie, you thinking about moving to America? Just no one in the dark. Oh, jeez. Should I use the shotgun for that one? I wasted a lot of bullets. Hmm? Okay. Of course, result. So this shotgun ammo. Yeah, they're equipping us for something big.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Ooh, pump action shotgun. Okay. Okay. Let's keep moving. Okay. Head back on. Checkpoint.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Hmm. I probably should have explored in the other direction.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
That's kind of rude. Okay. Seems to have a nice funnel position. Also gives us time to let the battery recharge on its own. Bird thinks he's Sonic or something? You really had to go fast. Okay. We take such checkpoints. That thing is not... Yeah, the thing's gonna not try and kill us.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Market? What got chucked? Oh, the car! No, not making just a whole tar.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Was rolling through. Ha ha! Ha! Also, hot take. I don't think writer's block is a thing. Don't remember Ghost Chief in the game. It's been a while since I played it. Same. I was just commenting earlier, Tony, how certain elements of the game I remember vividly. And then others I'm like, wait, that's a thing? This is actually my third run of the game over the years. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't think writer's block is actually really a thing. Because people tend to rely on the idea of like inspiration or the muse or, you know, whatever in order to make them write or give them the ability to write. Now I say this as a writer. But in reality, and Stephen King kind of agrees with my methodology, is that when it's all said and done, writing is editing. The goal is to get the words on the page. And in Stephen King's book on writing, which is appropriately titled On Writing, he notes that the days where he was least inspired but sat down to put words on the page anyway, the quality of the work, when it was all said and done, was the same, if not better, than the days where he had that, quote, inspiration. Seen the meme complex where someone called Philomena Tonk. I've never heard of this before in my life. Please elucidate. Yeah, you ever been so mad you smacked the guy with a fridge? The darkness has. Computer, clip that.
I clipped the thing.
Nice. A clutch. You saw that? Yeah, Tony. How you doing, my dude? Having a good day? Hmm. Don't have to look. Alright. Oh, good night. I'm dead, probably. Computer, I'm dead.
Black Panther would have beaten this already, come on.
Does Black Panther have a way to emit sufficient light in this kind of circumstance? No. Good night. Shit. I'm glad that thing didn't come around as well. Come on. Whew. Just talking to an expert says something like, you know when you read a book, how do you get the sounds into the ink to play in your head? Are you serious? Are you serious? Does she have no concept of an internal monologue? Or dialogue, for that matter. Actually, though, I hear that that's a thing. That some people actually don't have an internal monologue or dialogue. Like, they don't have a voice in their head, so to speak. Had a pretty good day, Tony. Been doing some maintenance work on my bot. It's where, like, whenever the stream dies for a second, I don't have to completely shut down the bot and start it back up again. Also, for the AI portion of the bot, hold on.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Satire, but she's so deadpan serious. That's how you know it's good satire. Okay. We got 26 of this. If we pick up the hunting rifle, we'll have 11. Nah. Shotgun. then again, they don't give us nothing. They don't give us these things for nothing. We'll probably switch to the rifle. Okay. Next, next checkpoint. I'll probably have to call it a day. We are witnessing trees making sounds all over the place in this game. But yeah, Tony, I gave Sir Sassafras, the bot, whenever he's using the AI portion, I gave him memory. So he can actually remember interactions throughout the day, but he only remembers stuff for that day. So like, if I started the stream tomorrow, he won't remember what happened today. But still, it makes interacting with him a bit more complex, a bit more seamless. Also upped the model from GPT-4, or is it O4? Mini to GPT-5 Nano, so more updated model as well. Okay, chat. That was a checkpoint. So, I think it would be smart for me to call it here. So, we only have like, what, 2-3 minutes anyway left of the stream. So, thanks everybody for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. If there is anybody in chat that you're not currently following, and you enjoyed spending time with us today, feel free to hit that follow button if you are on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, or that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, to get notified of future streams. We spend our time here hyping up Jesus as much and as often as we can. We build cool stuff with software, which I was actually designing a little something something today that I would like to build on stream. Something that would allow chat to have like duels with each other on the overlay. With like a full-on, it'd be pretty basic at first, but still like a full-on RPG turn-based combat system. That's something that I would like to build, but I was designing that today. So we could actually, just code it on stream. But yeah, so far it's fairly, on a basic level designed. You have a good night as well. So Jesus loves you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. But yeah, so my plan, Lord willing, is to be back on Friday, 4 p.m. Central. So, I just checked my Twitch and I got an alert saying, quote, the Prime Gaming brand is being retired fear not. There are no changes to your Prime perks on Twitch. What do you mean the Prime brand is being retired? We're not going to be able to have Prime subs anymore? What is this? I hope that's not what it means. It's going to mean a lot of money lost for a lot of streamers. Hopefully it's just like they're changing the name of something. Because it says you're keeping your perks. So, whenever I clicked it, it sent me to the spot where you can set like your chat name color and the different types of emoticons that you can use. So, yeah, hopefully they're just changing the name or something. Because if we're going to start losing the ability to sub with Prime, that's a big loss. But anyway, Lord willing, I will be back on Friday, 4 p.m. Central, with more of our Alan Wake antics. However, if my van is still in the shop tomorrow, there's a decent chance that I'll stream tomorrow. But no promises. Just throwing it out there as a possibility. Because usually I go to Bible study on Thursdays. But, which is why you don't see me streaming on Thursdays. You have a good night as well, Mackenzie. Thank you for lurking if that's what you were doing. Jesus loves you, ma'am. But yeah, so if my van's not fixed tomorrow and I can't go to Bible study, there's a possibility you'll see me tomorrow. If not, my goal is to be back on Friday. So we will see what is what. So, with that, if no one has told you lately, chat, you are loved. You are appreciated. You're highly valuable. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And Jesus loves you. He wants a relationship with you. Seek him. Because he's already seeking you. Repent and believe in the gospel. And to repent means to recognize that you are a sinner against God and that you cannot save yourself. And then to change your mind and turn away from living life your own sinful way and turning to living life Jesus' way. To believe is not the idea of mental assent, but more so the idea of making Jesus the Lord, the ruler, the master, and the boss of your life. Bible says if you do that, that the old sinful person that you are now dies, and that a new person is born that belongs to Jesus. So, if anybody would like to have a discussion about that, or have questions, what have you, feel free to join us on Discord, links in the chat, or feel free to ask your questions during stream. That's probably the best way to go about it, is just ask your questions during stream, so we can have a active discussion, but whichever you prefer. So, till we meet again, probably Friday, more than likely, but very possibly tomorrow. No promises, but possibly. Y'all stay epic. Y'all have an awesome night. Peace. All day, son. Oh. Dang. Y'all have a great night.